So this comes from Tommy Pigot, the anarchist, the Marxist, the violent extremist of Antifa have waged a terror campaign in the United States and across the Western world for decades. The State Department is committed to identifying and dismantling these terror networks. And this is from the Department of State once more. Anarchist militants have waged terror campaigns in the United States and Europe, conspiring to undermine the foundations of Western civilization through their brutal attacks. The State Department will designate these 4 Antifa groups as foreign terrorist organizations. And we're going to go through those here. So Antifa Ost, that would be OST, is a terrorist organization based in Germany, which is where Antifa got started in the first place, by the way, back in the 1930s. That is infamous for wielding hammers in premeditated attacks against unsuspecting victims. This Antifa group was named a terrorist organization by Hungary after it attacked 9 victims in Budapest. And we have the next one, Department of State, of course. The International Revolutionary Front is an Italy-based coalition of violent anarchists. The group claimed responsibility for the shooting of an engineering executive in Genoa and sent a series of bombs to politicians, embassies, and civilian targets, injuring several people. Also, Armed Proletarian Justice is a violent Greek anarchist group that pledges to wage armed conflict against police officers and state infrastructure. The terror group used dynamite to build a homemade bomb, then planted it near the Greek riot police headquarters in a failed attack. And then there's the Revolutionary Class Self-Defense, which is a violent anarchist and anti-capitalist group in Greece that claimed responsibility for improvised explosive device attacks targeting the Greek Ministry of Labor and the offices of a major railway. The Trump administration will continue to identify and disrupt Antifa's terror networks across the world. These terrorist designations deny violent organizations access to America's financial system and impose severe penalties on those who offer support to these militant groups. Follow the money. That's what they're going to do. They're going to follow the money, and I bet they're going to find their way into a lot of progressive organizations, a lot of Democrat organizations. Oh, but Antifa is just an idea, though. It's only just totally just an idea. So this is very good news. It's absolutely incredible news on the dismantling of Antifa front, because if there's American Antifa members that are in communication with any of these groups, which I'm sure they are, even though they say that they're not organized. Oh, they're organized, all right. They're very well organized. So that is going to be quite interesting to see where this ends up going. I know that it definitely gives the federal government a lot more power to go after Antifa, and I'm sure that also extends to the domestic version of Antifa, because, I mean, they've all got the same message. They all have the same mission, and that's just to burn everything down and to get rid of anything and everything that resembles the West, I suppose, or anything that has to do with tradition and capitalism and our nice, cozy lifestyles that we get to enjoy every day. And that's the thing that progressives don't understand. We already live the life like we're in the Jetsons. That's where we are right now. But as far as them wanting to usher in this socialism, communist utopia, it's going to be the exact opposite of anything that they have ever thought that it could ever be. And we've already got examples. I mean, you've already got North Korea, you've got Venezuela, you've got Cuba, you've got a whole bunch of different countries you could look at, and you could see the nightmare that socialism rots. But whatever, we'll just keep fighting against it. And the federal government, they're going after Antifa, so that's a hell of a good milestone. Anyway, so going to move on to the White House. Following a roundtable on the threats posed by the radical group Antifa, the Trump administration has officially designated 4 Antifa groups as a foreign terrorist organization, so not quite moving on just yet. These groups have spread chaos across the globe. This administration will continue to expose and dismantle their international terror networks. And that was what was it specifically, Antifa? The meeting that they held, that was about a month ago when Trump and his cabinet, they got together. It wasn't the entire cabinet. It was basically just like the law enforcement, Department of Justice. I believe intelligence was there. Tulsi Gabbard, she was at this meeting. But yeah, it was a meeting especially designed. Oh yeah, Andy Ngo was there. There were other journalists that were there, people that were, they had a lot of good knowledge as far as Antifa goes. But yeah, Andy Ngo, he's the day-to-day guru when it comes to Antifa. He knows everything about him. He's written books about him and everything.
If you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe to the channel. Check out The Swamp, Monday through Friday at 11 p.m. Eastern, with segments dropping on the daily. Thank you for watching, and have a nice day.